Hey everyone, today we're going to work on some variations on a groove in 3/4 time. So sometimes when I'm working on a new song, I'm coming up with the parts for the verse or the chorus, I might come up with variations on those parts. So every single time I go through the verse, or maybe every time I go through the chorus, I might change around when I'm playing. Maybe it's a little bit, maybe it's subtle, maybe it's a big change. Maybe I'm completely changing the feel around, maybe I'm making it heavier. I'm trying to use these variations to help direct the song in a certain way. I feel that, at least from my personal opinion, is that I think this gives the song a lot more energy, a lot more uniqueness. So I thought today I would kind of share with you some of my approaches. So we're gonna go through a groove, like I said at the beginning, in 3/4 time. I'm gonna show you 3 different variations of this. I'm gonna play each of those variations for you at 3 tempos, 90 beats per minute, then 110 and 130. So first up is the most basic version of this groove. The hi-hat and the bass drum will be playing together on the quarter notes. The snare drum drifts or moves a little bit from quarter note to quarter note. So the first beat is going to land on the 4th quarter. The second beat, it lands on the 3rd, and the 4th beat lands on the 2nd. So it lands on the ah, then the and then the e. So for our second example, I have this broken into 2 different measures. The first measure is very similar to the first example, except that now I'm using some ghost strokes. So the first 2 snare hits, the ah of 1 and the and of 2, are ghosted, and the 3rd beat, the e of 3, is hit on a normal volume. On the second measure, the snare follows a relatively similar pattern. The ah of 1 and the and of 2 are ghosted, but now the normal hit lands on beat 3 instead of landing on the 2nd 16th note. Additionally, the bass drum is only playing on the first beat of each measure. So for our third example, we're going to take what we did in the last example, and we're going to flip the feel of the beat around. Now the snare drum is going to be driving the beat, and the bass drum will be filling in. Here the snare is playing with the hi-hat on the downbeat of every single quarter note. The bass drum will be drifting like we've seen with the snare in the last example. The real interesting thing here is that I'm doing a drag into beat 2 on both measures. I'm doing double bass as the grace notes, landing into the snare as the primary hit. So I hope you enjoyed this little exercise, and I hope it encourages you to look at your parts in a more creative way as well. I'm always putting out little videos like this of different or odd phrase feel beats. So if you're interested in seeing more videos like this, then don't forget to subscribe.